Hey guys, oh, back at it again. Old Ford's having problems, and this time it's the wheel bearing. So today's video, we're gonna be replacing the wheel bearing. Okay, I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing here because I ain't got the best video quality. But in order to get to this, to the wheel bearing hub, gotta take the rotor off, gotta get the caliper, brakes, all this off. ABS has to come off, which luckily it's right in front of me, so that's not going to be too much of a hassle. You gotta, and we'll work from there. Probably get this off too. All right, guys, I'm only showing bits and pieces of how I do this. So I've got the rotor, got the brake caliper all taken apart, and obviously it's not that hard. You got, like for me, in my case, let's see, this right here is your 15mm socket. That is for your caliper, that bar right there. And for the actual the one for the piston housings, that's these right here. That is actually your 14, I believe, is what I used. It's a 14mm socket. Yep, there it is. 14mm socket, deep in socket, and that's going to take that apart. Once you get those off, I'm actually going to take this shield off. I'm going to take this shield because the ABS cable is right there, and it hooks right here, if you can see it. Got an Allen screw on it, so I'm gonna get all that off. Let's see. Look at that. That's not good. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Okay, I got the shield off, and I'm working with this ABS. All right, I finally got the ABS cable off. Pretty simple. Has a little snap button on there, and you guys can see it somewhere up there. So, oh shit. Okay, so I had to run to the store, and I didn't have the right socket. I had a 30mm, which is what most videos say that this should be, but this one unfortunately is a little bit bigger. So I got me a 32mm, and honestly that was the wrong size. It was a little too big, but it will still work. I just got to be careful whenever I'm loosening it by hand. It's actually a 31mm socket. That's the correct size for these. This right here is probably it's probably one of the most barbaric way of doing this. So yeah, it's a little tough, but we'll give it a try. All right. So, damn it. So I went ahead and put a chain on here. The chain, once I wrapped it around a couple times, is to hold this bearing in place, so that way the axle isn't spinning all over the area. Yeah. Okay. That helped. Alright, went ahead. You got your got this screw, it's got a washer on there. It's nut and washer all together. That's for your head of that bearing. And now we gotta, this is the fun part, we had to beat this sucker in there. So this is gonna be fun. Alright, so we went ahead and, well, I went ahead and I gave that a good punch, so now the CV axle actually slides back some now. So yeah, CV axle's off. Now there's these 3 right here. So there's 1, there's another one here, 2, and 3's on the other side. Those have to come out. I went ahead and I broke off the three screws that are in the back. They are 15 millimeter, 3 15 millimeter, and they are a pain in the butt to get to. But after you break them, pretty easy to get off. Let's see if this bad boy will come out. So I'm gonna have to give it a couple whacks from what I heard. So to be on the safe side, we're gonna put this back on here. Okay, so as you can see, finally took it off. I gave it a couple whacks at it with the good old trusty mini mallet, mini hammer. So I did it in 3 separate ways, pretty much, where I gave it about, I don't know, 3 whacks. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and the whole thing popped right off. Fortunately, because now I'm just gonna unscrew this screw that I put on earlier, and the whole thing should come out freely now. Voila! There's your old bearing. So threads are still good. Everything on the CV axle is still pretty good. I'm gonna grab a wire brush. We're gonna brush all this off, all this debris. Get a good angle. There it is. So all that's nice and dandy, nice and clean. Now, many instructions do say that whenever you put this this wheel bearing hub back, make sure you put it back the exact same way the last one came out. So that means, in my case, the ABS ran right here at this 45 right here, this 45 angle. So I gotta the ABS has to be sticking up in my case. Some other Ford Explorer Sport Tracs, they got it out here towards the side. Mine actually comes up here, circles all the way there, and it works its way up. So I gotta do that now, and put some grease in this. Gotta grease it up. Give me a sec. I sped up a little bit, but so finally cleaned out the inside of that hub access, and go ahead and mount it back on here. Like, go ahead and get these bolts back on here. And yes, they are the same ones, 15. Went ahead and slid that sucker out. Probably be a good idea to clean these bad boys up first before putting them back on here. Alright, so real quick, I went ahead and I already got these tightened up. You gotta need a torque wrench. This one is a little bit too big, so I put a 90 on there, 90, 45, whatever you call it, so I can get a good angle on it. And they're all torqued at 90 foot-pound. So 90 or 85 can work too, but I got it at 90 just because these are the old ones. So never know. It's better to be a little bit tight, not over tight, but it might work. So now we got those on, and we're on to the next step. Just got done with the wheel bearing. I couldn't keep recording. My battery was real low, and it started raining. Unfortunately, all my tools are wet. I'm mad as can be, but we got it done. We're gonna give it a test drive, and hopefully everything comes out okay. And if it does, I'll get back to you in just a sec. All right. So I've been test driving the car and the truck, and luckily, no sound, no nothing. Oh yeah, this truck's back to its original glory. Hit like, subscribe if you can. I'm still working on it, but please try to leave a comment. See if you want to see more videos like this. Peace out.